Poets write using their five senses. Learning intention. Poets write poems that use sensory details so the reader can experience their poems in a special way. Success criteria. I will write my own poem using my five senses. I will write a sensory poem using sentence stems like the one we worked on together, or write my own form of poetry using my five senses. Writing using sensory details. Today, I'm going to teach you a simple way to write a poem using your five senses, because poets often think about all of their senses as they write so that their readers can really experience the topic. Now, let me show you. Let's look at the poem My Dog, He is an Ugly Dog by Jack Prelutsky. My dog, he's an ugly dog. My dog, he's an ugly dog. He's put together all wrong. His legs are much too long. My dog, he's a scruffy dog. He's missing clumps of hair. His face is quite ridiculous. His tail is scarcely there. My dog, he's a dingy dog. His fur is full of fleas. He sometimes smells like dirty socks. He sometimes smells like cheese. My dog, he is a nosy dog. He's hardly ever still. He barks at almost anything. His voice is loud and shrill. My dog, he's a stupid dog. His mind is slow and thick. He's never learned to catch a ball. He cannot fetch a stick. My dog, he's a greedy dog. He eats enough for three. His belly bulges to the ground. He is the dog for me. Let's take a closer look. In this poem, Jack Prelutsky helps us see what his dog looks like when he writes about the dog's short legs and long ears. We wouldn't taste the dog, but he helps us understand what the dog smells like when he says he sometimes smells like dirty socks. He sometimes smells like cheese. We can hear the dog when the poet describes his bark as being loud and shrill. Jack Prelutsky helps us understand that the dog feels like what it feels like when he writes. He says, my dog, he is a scruffy dog. He's missing clumps of hair. Many poets use their five senses to describe their topic for the reader. Now let me show you. A sensory poem or five senses poem describes how a poet observes what something looks like, tastes like, smells like, feels like, and sounds like. This type of poem does not need a rhyme. Sensory detail writing. Let's look at this poem, Toothbrush. I see rows of white teeth. I hear the scratching of my tiny bristles, many tiny bristles. I taste piles of minty foam. I smell the wintergreen paste. I feel so fresh and so clean. Today and every day when you are writing, remember that poets use their five senses to add details to their poems. This helps the reader understand and experience what the poet is writing. During independent writing, you are going to write your own poem using your five senses. You can choose to write a sensory poem using the sentence stems like the ones we worked on together, or write your own form of poetry using your five senses. Here are the sentence stems. I see, I hear, I taste, I smell, I feel. Time to share. Share your writing in the class discussion.